Good morning, everyone. We are the Guardians of Malolos, and we are here today to present you some information regarding the Malolos Constitution. First, you might be wondering what is this Malolos Constitution that we are talking about.
Malolos Constitution. The Malolos Constitution, also known as the Constitution of the First Philippine Republic or the Constitution of Biak na Bato, is the foundational legal document of the First Philippine Republic. It was drafted and adopted by the Philippine Revolutionary Government during the Malolos Congress in 1899. Who implemented the Malolos Constitution and who implemented it? The Political Constitution of 1899, Spanish Constitution Politica de 1899, informally known as the Malolos Constitution, was the constitution of the First Philippine Republic. It was written by Felipe Calderon, Roca, and Felipe Boeng Camino as the alternative to a pair of proposal to the Malolos Congress by Apolinario Mabini and Pedro Paterno. After the lengthy debate in the latter part of 1898, it was promulgated on 21 January 1899. History of Malolos Constitution, a committee headed by Felipe Calderon and headed by Cayetano Arellano. The Constitution was drafted for the first time by a representative of the Filipino people, and it is the first Republican Constitution in Asia. The Constitution was inspired by the Constitution of Mexico, Guatemala, Costa Rica, Brazil, Belgium, and France. After some minor revision, mainly due to the objection of Apolinario Mabini, the final draft of the Constitution was presented to Aguinaldo. This paved the way to launching the First Philippine Republic. It established a democratic republication government with three branches: the executive, legislative, and the judicial branches. It called for the separation of church and state. The executive powers were to be exercised by the President of the Republic with the help of his cabinet. Judicial powers were given to the Supreme Court and other lower courts to be created by law.
The Malolos Constitution was the first Republican constitution in Asia and established the Philippines as an independent and sovereign state. It outlined the structure and powers of the government, the rights and duties of citizens, and various provisions related to civil liberties, public administration, and the economy. The key features of the Malolos Constitution include the separation of powers among the executive, legislative, and judicial branches of government, the establishment of a democratic republic, the protection of individual rights such as freedom of speech, religion, and the press, and the recognition of the equality of all citizens. The Malolos Constitution consists of a total of 101 articles. These articles cover various aspects of governance, citizenship, rights, administration, and other matters relevant to the establishment and functioning of the First Philippine Republic. Each article addresses a specific topic or provision within the Constitution, contributing to the overall framework of the document.
We may not able to discuss all of the 101 articles of the Malolos Constitution, but we will give you some information regarding on some of the articles of the Constitution. First of all, in the Article 1, they state that the political association of all Filipino constitutes a nation whose states is called the Republic of the Philippines. Then, the Article 2 of the Malolos Constitution, the Bill of Rights, enumerated the fundamental rights and liberties of the Filipino people. It enshrined principles such as protection of life, liberty, property, equality before the law, freedom of speech, religion, assembly, this and assembly. These rights reflected the aspiration of the Filipino people for freedom and self-determination during a time of struggle against colonial rule. In the Article 3, they state that no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall any person be denied the equal protection of the law, to be considered as illegal. Such discrimination must, however, be a violation in a specific law.
On the other hand, the Article 4 states that the governments of the Republic is popular, representative, alternative, and responsible, and is exercised by three distinct powers, called the legislature, the executive, and the judicial. After that, the Article 5 of the Malolos Constitution, the state recognized the freedom and equality of all beliefs, as well as the separation of church and state. Then the Article 15, Amendments. This article established the procedures for amending or revising the Constitution. It required a two-thirds vote of the members of the Philippine Assembly to propose amendments, which would then be submitted to the people for ratification through a majority vote in a plebiscite. And lastly, Article 18, no one shall be obliged to pay any public tax which had not been approved by the National Assembly or by local popular governments, legally so authorized, and which is not in the matter prescribed by the law. However, the Malolos Constitution faced significant challenges due to the ongoing Philippine-American War and was not fully implemented. The American occupation of the Philippines in 1899 led to the dissolution of the First Philippine Republic and the eventual establishment of a new colonial government under American rule. The Malolos Constitution remains historically significant as a symbol of the Philippines' early struggle for independence and its aspiration for self-governance.
And this is where our presentation ends. We hope that you learned something new from our presentation. And thank you for listening, everyone. Have a good day.